Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 27 of the Comic Boot. I'm Kalen.
I'm Cody.
I'm James.
Okay, so we're going to do a two-parter this week. It's something we've been talking about ad nauseum throughout our podcast. It's Batman vs. Superman. We're going to be doing 2 episodes of BVS because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you got any complaints, you can ship it to the I don't give a fuck department, because the fact of the matter is that we have never pretended to not be DC fanboys.
No.
And after last week's episode of Doctor Strange, I think y'all know where I stand on
Most things
Marvel movies.
Whereas I'm not as intense about it.
Dude, Doctor Strange is a piece of shit, okay?
I don't agree with that statement, but that's your opinion, and you're welcome
wrong,
to it.
So, whatever.
Opinion can't be wrong, it's an opinion.
Don't use my logic bomb on against me.
It's not a logic bomb, it's something everyone's been saying.
Nope, that's only something I say.
Sure.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal, Pickle. Yeah, it's BVS, but we're not doing the theatrical version. We're doing the Ultimate Edition DVD Blu-ray,
Which is far better than the theatrical edition and clears up some issues that we had with the theatrical.
Well, I still saw the theatrical 4 times in theaters.
I think I only saw it once, but then I was really busy.
Ooh, finishing school. Look at me, I'm busy.
Yeah, look at me at my bachelor's degree.
Fuck off, I'm close. I'm almost there, man. I got one more year.
Yeah, you got it. Alright, so James, what is one of the issues?
There's a lot of issues that you see on social media, on sites like the one site that shall not be named. And I used massive air quotes for this, for critical responses to this movie. And I think Cody brought it up like a couple weeks ago, that once the Ultimate Edition was released, that a lot of critics said, this movie's not as bad as we thought it was.
They've recanted a lot of things they said, because, like I said, the Ultimate Edition really clears up a lot of issues. And one of the big issues that I had with the movie, when I saw the theatrical edition, and I walked out of the theater, one of the first things I said was, how the fuck could he not see that there was a bomb in that wheelchair? He has X-ray vision.
Well, yeah, one of the big storylines that they cut out completely, and this goes back to episode 1 and 2 that we did of this podcast, where we tell the editors that do Marvel, or not Marvel, but that do Warner Brother movies to please stop cutting these movies to bits, because
they're just not doing a good job.
Slaughter the shit out of somebody. But they cut out the entire Lois Lane investigative process whenever she's investigating the Bullet.
Yes.
In the book that came back with her from Africa after all that stuff happened. And you asked the question when we were watching it, you're like, how the fuck did the bullet make it through?
Yeah, I was like, how did the TSA not find a bullet?
Because it's a metal that is very unique to, as we find out in the movie, LexCorp.
It's a rare alloy, or it's a
unique alloy to LexCorp.
Yeah, that no one else could. She said she couldn't find it.
Well, the bullet in the wheelchair.
Black market or
the bullet in the wheelchair are made out of the same metal.
Yeah, but we find out that the wheelchair was actually lead lined.
Right, it was lined with lead.
Which is something that we as the viewer
Jenna Malone's
should have
character
been told.
Yes.
You mean not
Barbara Gordon?
No, the fucking forensic scientist for the police department or whatever.
Yeah, we all, like, everyone was like, Jenna Malone for Barbara Gordon, and we all got, like, really excited, because I thought, finally, we're going to see a good Bat family, and not...
We did, the Killing Joke, that's the real Barbara Gordon, right?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Doesn't she, just...
Her and Bruce have never had a sexual relationship, ever.
What are you saying, man? That wasn't real?
No.
It was
what?
It was animated.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. No, that was good. That was good stuff, right? Killing Joke? That was good.
Which is weird because
the first 40 minutes of it, right, spot on. The last 40 minutes, piece of trash.
Batgirl, Sex in the Gotham City.
Yep.
Also, honest trailers. I can't. I'm addicted to them.
So yeah, the biggest issues that come about from this movie are that. But to say that this whole movie changes with the Ultimate Edition, man, because you get extended scenes that you didn't have extended scenes before.
You get explanations for plot points in the theatrical version that weren't there. originally. Like,
and they really help kind of bridge things together, make more sense, actually has a cohesive flow throughout the 3 hours that it is. But
and
it's a
it
good 3
turns
hours.
into a 3 hours that you feel like you just spent like an hour and a half watching a movie because it doesn't feel like 3 hours.
No, because
And
like I remember when I saw the theatrical edition, I'm just like, holy shit, this is long.
Well, it's because the edits
And
make it feel long.
Right, because it's so disjointed, and it's just really kind of takes you out of it.
It just goes to show you how important editing is in a film.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Every process to make a movie is important.
And the thing is that there are movies out there, superhero movies that MTV edit stuff, where it's like quick jump edits where it's like, ooh, flashy, 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 and it's flashy for 2 hours. And they're like, greatest movie ever! Spider-Man was in it. And that happens all the time. And if this movie was released as the Ultimate Edition, I think that the story would have been completely different. And then Suicide Squad would have been, an extended cut. We wouldn't have had the chopped to shit version. But Warner Brothers has a history of chopping stuff to shit.
Yeah.
So hopefully Jeff Johns gets in there now and he goes, stop.
Maybe.
No,
I mean, it would be nice to think that, but
I would
he
think
doesn't.
it's already started because Justice League's 3 hours and a minute, I think, is the runtime.
81 minutes is the runtime for JL.
Okay, but he hasn't taken over yet for Wonder Woman.
Like yes, he has. He helped rewrite all of Wonder Woman. He's helped.
He's
helped do reshoots. Yeah.
Okay, so he swooped in
He's
as they were doing Wonder Woman, fixed it, and he did JL, and now he's going to be
top build writer on Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
So if he's not top, he's second. But I know he's 1 or 2.
Either way, I mean that's still very important for him to be a part
yeah,
of this
and with
process because now they actually have somebody
this is relevant because
who cares and who knows the history and the characters.
Yeah. Now if he can just get his hands on a power ring, we'll be okay. And let him just make like 30 fucking Green Lantern movies, and I'll be a happy boy. We need Green Lanterns. We need a Blue Lantern movie. We need a Yellow Lantern movie.
Okay, I don't think
we need.
He really just wants
need
a
an
Larfleeze
Indigo
movie, and I think that's.
We need an Indigo movie. We need the history of Larfleeze up until the time they find the Orange Lantern, because he is a tragic fucking character. We need an Atrocitus solo movie. We need to just bring all that all together and do a film version 4-part Blackest Night.
No.
Yes.
I don't think anyone's going to stick around for that.
Zombie movie, baby. Everybody loves zombie movies. It'll be good. Don't worry about it. It'll happen. Okay, moving on.
All right.
No, but I mean, I'm being, of course, facetious as shit, but I think that Jeff Johns knows the product. He's been around DC for, 15 years now, something like that?
He owns every issue of The Flash because he's that big of a Flash fanboy.
No. Nobody cares about Flash. But anyway.
And he did make Flashpoint. I mean, the New 52.
Flashpoint, Blackest Night.
Rebirth.
Rebirth is his baby.
Yep.
I mean, he was
the go-to guy, so they got the right guy.
He, as Lobo would say, is the main man. So I think that it's going to be a good thing. But anyway, BVS. Some of the big things that happen in BVS and some of the issues that come up on BVS are, without going any further into it, we have the whole Martha thing, and we'll cover that later. But people, Martha, we just become best friends. And it's like, obviously you are too stupid to understand the meaning behind this scene.
And too blind to realize it happened in Winter Soldier?
Well, yeah. Your mom's name is Sarah. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, that's Bucky. That's definitely Bucky.
Or just, that was in Civil War.
Newspaper in your shoes so
you
wouldn't get
that's
cold.
Buck.
But in Winter Soldier, he started calling him Bucky. He's like, who is that? Why do you keep saying that name? It's like the same thing. And then people say it was done better or whatever. It's like, well, you still ended up saving him from drowning, so obviously something worked. They didn't become best friends
Lois
again.
got saved from drowning.
She did. Not by Aquaman like I thought she would.
She should have been. I was waiting in the theaters, too. I'm like...
Arthur Curry.
Khal Drogo's going to show it? No.
Yeah, he's going to come out of that tunnel where the spear was and be like, you dropped this.
Yeah. Here you go, guys. Let me take care of this for you. But no, we didn't get that.
How funny would it be?
I'm Osher the Curry,
if that's
and I like beer and spears, and he just spears.
If that was like his actual real voice, like
He's
this
super
mountain,
flamboyant.
this mountain of flesh. He's like, "Hi, I played Khal Drogo on Game of Thrones." I'm like, what?
I just love like. So, did you have to learn to swim? And he's just like, I'm Hawaiian, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
Like, really?
He's the greatest.
Yeah, he is. He's a national treasure, and somebody Americans should worship. Not just because he's playing Arthur Curry, but just because he's playing Arthur Curry. Anyway, I started keeping notes. I started keeping notes on the Martha thing, and I have a plethora of Martha stuff, and trying to explain it to those with lesser IQs that might be listening to this podcast on what the Martha stuff is. But before we get there, the Bullet investigation with Lois obviously was a missed opportunity for the theatrical release to kind of address the gaps. And I say gaps.
Yeah.
The gaps in editing and storytelling that the theatrical release had. So, I mean, if you don't want anything else spoiled that's going to happen and you are listening to this podcast, please, by all means, pause us, rent it. We will wait for 3 hours. And then once you come back, we will pick up right where you left off when you paused us. Okay, we'll wait. And welcome back. So, now you see my point. The movie is just that much better. But let's go into some of the things that I have here. Superman struggle, the character study of Superman in this film.
Yes.
Superman, after the fight with Zod.
I think it fucked him up.
It did fuck him up. He had to kill another Kryptonian, and possibly the last of his kind.
Because it was down to him and Zod, because everyone else was sucked back into the Phantom Zone when the ship collides with the Homeworld engine.
The drill engine or whatever.
Yeah, the terraforming
Which
machine.
we see in this movie, so...
Yeah.
Bruce is on ground in Metropolis watching this happen.
Yeah, that's how it opens up. And then they're all sent back to the Phantom Zone and presumed dead, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just down to him and Zod. And because Zod is such a zealot, he will not give up.
Well, and the thing is that they're in the train station or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's the family in the corner.
And he's like...
And he's got his heat vision going across the wall.
Trying to kill this family.
Kal-El's like, fuck.
He's like, and he can't stop him.
And so he snaps his fucking neck.
Yeah.
I get it. So, would anyone else do anything differently? People are going to say Superman doesn't kill. Well, they're going to say Batman doesn't kill. And I will bring up countless fucking examples of, I call bullshit on all of that. Unless you are only exclusively looking at Adam West's Batman movie and Christopher Reeve's Superman movie. Because Superman has killed in every other fucking movie that he's been in. Maybe not, what's-his-face? Brandon Routh.
Yeah,
this is the only Superman movie where he's killed somebody.
Right. But he has in comics.
He has in comic books.
Right.
There have been times when both Batman and Superman have killed in comic books, but it's usually out of moments of extreme desperation.
Right. So the character study between this is we have to kind of understand where these two characters are. Three characters, because let's look at the third one. We know that Lois is a badass.
Oh yeah.
But we have to look at Lex, Clark, and Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the three people. And ultimately, it's Lex pulling all the strings of Bruce and Clark. And trying to... The motivation is, Lex doesn't like aliens. Bruce is a major competitor of his, business-wise.
So two birds with one stone, essentially.
Right. He knows who both of them are. He's not stupid. He's a fucking genius. Okay? Some of the problems that people have with this is that, Lex... This isn't their Lex Luthor. This isn't, Gene Hackman or, my personal favorite is Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah.
I mean, fuck, he made that movie. I mean,
right. That's the only.
It was so good.
The only way that movie was survivable is because of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, and where he played Frank Underwood, but so good. But you have to look at their mental state and why they are in this mental state, why they are in this kind of bubble.
That's one thing why the movie is so long and why there's so much